First, the top news headlines. Central team arrives in Manipur to assess coronavirus situation. Women brutally beaten up by neighbor, stringent action demanded. Bishnupur police commando arrests drug peddlers with 41 kg of heroin. And sole bread earner of family now bedridden after unfortunate mishap. Hello and good evening, I'm ONEL SHAMBANDURAM giving you the Times of Manipur English News. Before we go to the main news, here is COVID awareness. As a responsible citizen, it is our duty to minimize the spread of coronavirus as much as possible. Wash your hands frequently with soap for at least 20 seconds. Using an alcohol-based sanitizer also helps keeping the virus at bay. Avoid touching your eyes, nose and mouth. Avoid stepping out unless absolutely necessary. Always wear a mask before stepping out and even in your own home in the presence of outsiders, as masks have been proven effective in containing the virus. Maintain a social distance of at least 2 meters in public places. Now the news in details. A central team led by Ministry of Power Joint Secretary V.K. Devagand arrived in Imphal this afternoon to assess the COVID-19 situation in the state. The three-member team will discuss the current preparedness and measures to tackle the virus with officers of Regional Institute of Medical Sciences, RIMS, and Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Medical Sciences, JANIMS. The team will leave Imphal on October 30. Meanwhile, Manipur registered 180 COVID-19 positive cases in the past 24 hours. The total infected tally has surged to 17,604 in the state. The fresh cases are from Imphal West, Imphal East, Thoubal, Technopal, Kangpokpi, Bishnupur, Ukhrul, Senapati, Churachandpur, None, Tamenglong, Chandel and Kamjong districts as per the COVID-19 Command Control Room. All the locals without any significant travel history, it said. In the last 24 hours, 6 persons succumbed to the COVID-19 at Janims, Caesar Hospital, Dedicated COVID Healthcare Center, Churachandpur, Home Isolation, Churachandpur and BRIMS. This took the death toll to 150. The active cases stand at 4,246 following 13,208 recoveries. The recovery rate has dipped to 75.02%.
We have come here to review the cases of COVID in Manipur, and with me some doctors have come from the central government. They are very experienced doctors. They have been to Maharashtra, Uttar Pradesh, where a lot of rising cases were there. I hope that we'll be able to share the best practices which are available in the country, which could be replicated in Manipur to control rising cases of COVID in Manipur. The doctors have come with me. They have arrived yesterday. They have already gone to the field. So today we are having field level assessment, and based on the field level assessment, we are having detailed review meeting with the Principal Secretary Health and Chief Secretary.
Stringent action has been demanded against a man who allegedly physically assaulted a woman. The incident took place on October 26 at Chingmairong Maninglaikai under Lamphel Police Station in Imphal over urine passing. In this regard, a press meet was held at Manipur Press Club, Imphal today. The name of the victim has been identified as Yambem Lydia, wife of Y. Opendro from Chingmairong Maninglaikai, while the accused has been identified as Ningtho Khongjam Kuladhaja, living next door to Lydia. Opendro narrated that the incident took place after Kuladhaja's son Tolongo urinated in a pile of garbage which Lydia was burning on the evening of October 26. According to Opendro, when Lydia questioned Rohit about his act, Kuladhaja came rushing and brutally beaten up Lydia. Opendro intervened and was injured in the attack by Kuladhaja. A complaint has been filed at Lamphel Women Police Station over the incident. Opendro urged the concerned authority to take up stringent action against accused Kuladhaja for the assault incident.
नुपीगी मायुक्त क्राइम से थबसी मुथचे न होनरिंग मनुंगजिदा असिंगबो थौदोजी थोलमजे पामदे अदुना ऑथोरिटी मरी लेरबो ऑथोरिटी न मसिबो मसिबो यंजनबिरेगा हाइरिबा चिंगरिबो नुपासु पुथोपिरग माबु दंडी पिबे पामे अदुगु तुंगा अतुपा मुक थोक्तनबगिदमक्ता अतुपा नुपीदे थोकपुसु है अदु थोक्तनबगिदमक्ता मसिबो आइना मसिबो मांगोंदा पिबन थोपा मागी पनिशमेंट दो लीगल की मतुंगिना आइन की मतुंगिना अदु पिबे पामे अदुगु थुनबो माबु फागत पिदुना हाइरिबा लीगल की एक्शन लौखुट पियो हाइदना आइना मीडिया सिगी मतेंग लौजरगा आइना मयामदा अपील तौजबनी
Women United Development Organization Nambol WUDO President CH Ibem Chobi today strongly condemned Nambol Awang Ward Number 4 Councillor CH Aruna and her husband CH Nabakumar for allegedly trying to strangulate her. Disclosing the incident to media at Nambol Bazaar today, CH Ibem Chobi said that the incident happened when 10 sets of street lamp with the consent of Nambol Municipal Council Chairperson CH Basanta were distributed to the representatives of Nambol Awang Youth Club and Library, Maira Paibi Loop and other women organizations. CH Ibem Chobi demanded the authority to give befitting punishment to the couple. She also appealed to the authority to resolve the impasse so that street lamps can be installed at Nambol Awang. Nambol Apunmanupi Loop member CH Mombi also demanded punishment to the councillor and her husband for committing the alleged cruel act.
Ground Singtharaga Aibu Kupang na Tharai Councillor Arunana Aduga Magin Nupa Nabakumar na Sienthalaga Aisi Kauri Metketawi Sumba Migi Hak Matpa Miyam Gidamak Panaba Sahi Lisang Sitna Lejara Aba Akuibu Lekai Panaba Tawamatamda Makoina Aibu Hatkani Hana Tanarak Pasea Masi Mari Lenabo Authority na Hazana Yanghan Birau Achumaran.
Bishnupur Police Commando this morning arrested 3 drug peddlers with 41 kg of heroin and brown sugar. Our Bishnupur correspondent reports that following a tip-off, the commando team arrested the drug smugglers during a search operation. Information was received that a huge consignment of contraband drugs was being smuggled into Khordag and Phobakchau areas. The arrested were identified as Chesam Saruk Khan, aged 28 years of Phobakchau under Mayang Imphal, Mohammad Rohit, aged 19 years of Mayang Imphal, Mohammad Phundremayum Farooq, aged 19 years and Phundremayum Khalim, aged 54 years of Phobakchau Awang Lekai under Mayang Imphal. The commando team also arrested another drug peddler identified as Phundremayum Mayum Khan, aged 54 years, along with 33 kg of heroin and brown sugar from his residence located at Mayang Imphal, Bangun. The arrested and recovered contraband items were handed over to Kaibulamjau Police Station for further legal action. Life has been tough and cruel for 29-year-old Usam Toitoi and his 4 siblings since their parents died back in 2015. Toitoi, a resident of Kundrakpam Awang Lekai in Imphal East District, lives with his 3 younger brothers and a little sister ever since their parents, Usham, Maipak and Mema, left them. Toitoi, being the oldest of the 5 siblings, looks after the family. He is the sole breadwinner of the family. Here is a TOMTV report. On October 6, 2020, Toitoi's left leg was critically injured in a mishap, leaving him bedridden. The family house has been mortgaged to meet Toitoi's medical expenses. Toitoi told TOMTV that all his savings had been spent on his medical treatment at the Jawaharlal Nehru Institute of Medical Sciences, Janims, Porompat. He said his brothers, who cannot afford even a square meal a day, had to donate blood for him as he needed blood transfusion at the hospital. Doctors told him that a surgery is required to cure his leg injury, but he had to leave the hospital after it had to shut for 3 days following many of the staffers were tested positive for COVID-19. Toitoi said.
Koi baje narak ma khot ki laina koi kainoma narak panebu ko adu de geisu laitam to ga hajira sa pa jo hogore pai yum da imung munung mayam laitam mayam marang leibido adu de tung wakhan dil lei boi dum bab ta dum leise mayam do matang mayum chana ga kan de yum de kon hang am bado ma ju lem was ade di hausi nare tang hum the doctor lawa au chi doctor sab hingon badop tham kara kari hin tong di chi da mayam kara mateng pang ba natra kari ai khang
Thoi Thoi's little sister Ichanmacha told TOMTV she had to give up her study due to poverty. Poor Ichanmacha pleaded for help for her brother so that he can live a normal life again.
Mama hoi le ngai da su chap mani adum akoi ma hoi ko ba hoi thabak su ngam dabnina kanamta karimta matiem ju pang bi de adum akoi tamana su ra sai.
A neighbor of the helpless siblings expressed resentment against the concerned Pradhan and other individuals for doing nothing for Thoi Thoi and his siblings. The Pradhan has so far extended assistance of Rs 2,000 to the family on request by the locals.
Mana aigi irai kai dagi hogalak pa MLA oiragadi karai da kari leirigi haidana singthuoga sothaba do thigat kani haba aduna mana MLA do asengba aigi khundrak pangken dagi MLA oidaba haitare milamgi na laga oirarabanina yengjan biningai leitaba haitare dana.
On the other hand, Gram Panchayat member Khaidem Ongbi Pakpi maintained that she is well aware of the hardships faced by Thoi Thoi and his family.
Kari thabak na habu akoina joka thabak suri je side da akoina khara moigi khara itho isin share khara chena jaba chimangare penjilam hapagi hak lairam de yimam sabai akoi hak akoi da chupi pirak panga se bok laitri.
Even though Thoi Thoi is now bedridden, requiring medical attention, he and his siblings are yet to get CMHT card provided by the Manipur government. It is said that the local Pradhan has already taken the necessary documents like ration card and Aadhaar card from them for issuing the health card. Well, it's now time for a short commercial break. Stay tuned.
Khanghanjaba Era Finance Private Limited na company asidagi loan lawbikiba loni singi mafamda karigumba khara ningsingjari madude COVID-19 amara moiduna loan EMI thiba ngambi hodaba loni singna office ta lakpiduna EMI thiba hobirana baningsingjari pandemic mamang March ki tang kuni thoi lisingani kun fawuda 3 months natraga 3 months tagi hena EMI pending leiraba defaulter singna October tha sigi manungda pending sing adu clear tobiduna company asibu miyamna mating pangbiyu malem gi oiraba pandemic asigi khanjaraga moratorium period asi March ki tang kulhumdoi lisingani kundagi August ki tang kuntra lisingani kun fawdi EMI lozararoi malem gi oina pandemic asigi khanjaraga moratorium period March ki tang kulhumdoi lisingani kundagi October gi kuntra lisingani kun fawdi EMI lozaroi karigumba moratorium period mamangda defaulter daraba loni singna October manungda pending EMI clear tobidrabadi legal action lawzaragani kudong chadaba sigidamak ngakpigani ningsingjariba Era Finance Private Limited
Sina phare tan badi nate ko asengba aina pamba darkar hoiba grocery items singda red delivery app seasonaraga order to biro loire chaningba restaurant gi food po ersu overpay to budi lair dana pot khuding ma discount pi baga loina na khudak te ina te yore isine red delivery for you shopping chatlaga pot tim ta leidana hala abra as kadai deino da coronavirus marak sida dukan en taising duna mine krek krek ina dana leirame positive ba yaram ne su khang de yaram moi su khang de sounding dana leidana hale dana adu damakta bu chana wari ti karigino nangi mobile do hangdo Google Play Store da changaga arambai 2020 download tawsalo aduga apama product item sing do loina khallo horen yimna thila down aina apama sing do loin bhangadra ne ma yeng de yengune grocery item khakta natana imung manum gi darkar hoiba polam sing aduga electric vehicle phawa phangabani
hojikti imphal khakta natana manipur gi tongan tongan ba mafam sing haibati thawbal moirang sekmai desu arambai 2020 gi service hojari
Now enjoy 20% extra on Kangla popcorn, Kangla Milky Balls and Kangla rings.
Kangla
Welcome back. Troops of 43 Assam Rifles posted at Moreh seized nearly 400 bags of superfine rice on the evening of October 26 last which were illegally hoarding in the vicinity of Betuk village near the Indo-Myanmar border. Our Mori correspondent reports the recovered rice bags marked as government of Punjab and Haryana were found kept at a location near Betuk village. The Assam Rifles later on handed over the rice to Mori Customs Department last evening. The recovered rice will be handed over to Customs Department in Imphal for necessary legal actions. With 43,893 new COVID-19 infections, India's total cases surged to 79,90,322. Over 500 new deaths were reported, taking the toll to 1,20,010. Total active cases are 6,10,803 after the decrease of 15,054 in the last 24 hours. The recoveries stand at 72,59,509 with 58,439 new discharges in last 24 hours. A total 10.54 crore samples have been tested for COVID-19 till yesterday. Of this, 10,66,786 samples were tested in the last 24 hours, the Indian Council of Medical Research ICMR said yesterday. A total of 1.2 lakh people have lost their life to the viral disease till now. Manipur registered 180 COVID-19 positive cases in the past 24 hours. The total infection tally has surged to 17,604 in the state. The fresh cases are from Imphal West, Imphal East, Thoubal, Technopal, Kangpokpi, Bishnupur, Ukhrul, Senapati, Churachandpur, None, Tamenglong, Chandel and Kamjong districts, as per the COVID-19 Command Control Room. All are locals without any significant travel history, it said. In the last 24 hours, 6 persons succumbed to COVID-19 at Jenims, Caesar Hospital, dedicated COVID care center, Churachandpur, home isolation, Churachandpur and RIMS. This took the death toll to 150. The active cases stand at 4,246 following 13,208 recoveries. The recovery rate has dipped to 75.02%. Vehicular movement resumed along Imphal-Dimapur Road after restoration of the sinking portion of the highway at Khongnem Thana area of Senapati district. A major landslide occurred at the site after heavy rainfall on October 23rd. The All Manipur Ward Development Committee Skilled and Unskilled Labourers Association launched a cease work strike besides staging a massive sit-in protest across the state today demanding long-pending wages of Ward Development Committee WDC Skilled and Unskilled Labourers. Skilled and unskilled labourers under Kakchi Municipal Council staged a sit-in protest in front of the council's office. President of the association T.S. Santana said that the association had on October 21st demanded clearance of wages before 27th of October. However, the concerned authorities have failed to give any positive response till that, he wrote.
Minister, Director, Secretary, Under Secretary, Mari lain apa singla response anta pipi rakta ba wana tha ba ngasi ba da tha trawa tratuk sujela ba tulop si famka basida mari lain apa singa akoi su strike ai si tauba hai se hoje jiki matam da lai ba demand si ka jam sana da goin tawe strike ai se kai su panda panda ngasi ba da mari lain ba department azu pali ba saka sin tabi rakta ba digi sumba kan ba khongthang asi sanction jarak pani sidagi hena akan ba khongjang amasu makata ba ngang mayama sanction lakina haina department singi makai taning singere.
Nambol Municipal Council Ward Development Committee protested against the failure of the authority to clear 16 months pending wages to 54 skilled and non-skilled staff working under the Nambol Municipal Council NMC. They locked the office of NMC and launched a cease work strike today. NMC Ward Development Committee Chairman M. Kamananda Kuman said that the stir has been launched after the concerned authorities turned a deaf ear to the demand.
Nomagi ada parkan delia lupa saniga humdra humdoi aduga is aniskin kangbugina lupa saniga kun mga khatani si khati khusuman si thatara mga sup na pithok piraktabana akoi hainingai leitena ware maram maduna hairiba khoigi ward ta thada birakpudana akoina sujariba yum sabagi program gi thabak adagi sanitary rating gi adagi kisan gi kari gi tawriba khudingmak singse punamak ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏ ꯉꯁꯤꯗꯒꯤ ꯊꯕꯛ ꯑꯃꯠꯇ ꯇꯧꯔꯔꯣꯏ ꯑꯩꯈꯣꯏꯒꯤ ꯄꯩꯁꯥꯁꯦ ꯍꯦꯛ ꯐꯪꯗ꯭ꯔꯤ ꯐꯥꯎꯕ ꯍꯥꯏꯔꯤꯕ ꯑꯣꯐꯤꯁ ꯃꯥꯄꯜ ꯑꯁꯦ ꯉꯁꯤꯗꯒꯤ ꯊꯣꯡ ꯂꯣꯟꯖꯔꯦ ꯅꯝꯕꯣꯟꯒꯤ
Laborers in Thoubal district at the All Manipur Ward Development Committee Skilled and Unskilled Laborers Association states are set in protest in front of Thoubal Municipal Council today. LDC of Ward Development Committee of Thoubal Municipal Council Ward number 12, Ilangbam Govindas demanded release of 16 months pending wages to the laborers. All Jiribam Ward Development Committee Skilled and Unskilled Laborers Association Jiribam kicked off a cease-work strike today demanding 16 months pending wages for ward members. Taking part in the protest, Committee General Secretary Zakir Hussain urged authority to clear the pending wages without delay, warning that they will intensify the protest if the demand is not met. Ward Development worker PA Santibala Devi also appealed for immediate clearance of wages. It's now time for another short commercial break. Stay tuned.
Khudong Chaba Lobiho, Radiant E-Ride Amadi State Bank of India Punna Kusamnaraga, India Government Kimakada, Mudra Yojana Scheme Gi Kutangda, Tabak Pangotra Vasinda, Senda Lambi Ki Atopa Mating Oinaba, Sadmiron Fagat Hanaba, Loinana, Loan Gi Khudong Chaba, Pizari, Ahan Bamur Chamada, Akak Naba Matam Karagi Oina, Loan Pizagani, Akupa Marol Gidama, Radiant E-Ride Head Office, Sangai Pro, Ningtem Call, Amasung Branches, contact number 8257850421.
Lamjingbo Finance na COVID-19 natoga liba khudong chadba mayam asi usiraga collateral security yautana document changdana yamna komo mongda loan fanganjagani shahida sunnatagi chada tarani thoigi interest rate ta business loan against property, vehicle loan, commercial equipment loan, commercial vehicle loan ki khudong chaba pisari han loan lobi ki basingi suwana gu makhal gi loan asi lobi ki khudong chaba pisagani akupa morol ki mal contact tobiro Lamjingbo Finance Nagamapal. Contact number 7085-831-502 Natraga 9862-629-399.
Gitam University Visakhapatnamda BSc Nursing amadi MSc Nursing in NPCC gidamak female amadi male candidates singna admission tobiba yaragani. Campus manungda masagi hospital laizaraba medical college ni. Room amada mahiroi ani khaktamak leiba live facility yauraba amadi yamna hygienic oiraba hostel yauraba campus ni. MSc Nursing da admission panglaba mahiroi singda tha khudingi stipend oina ₹9,000 fangani. Tuition fee structure BSc rupees 40,000 per year, food and accommodation rupees 45,000 per year. First to fourth year, same fees. MSc Nursing in NPCC fees rupees 1.5 lakh per year. Food and accommodation rupees 45,000 per year. Eligibility BSc, Class 12 pass, Physics, Chemistry, Biology and English 50% in aggregate. Manipur ki mahiroi singi oina entrance test yaudana direct admission tobiba yagani. Supnatagi sit tara mga khaktani. Akupa Marol Gidamak contact Obiro Educare John near Bosem Babupara. Contact number 6009062261 Natraga 8794026277.
Welcome back. The underground organization Jaliarong United Front JUF has demanded JUF NNPG to clarify its press statement issued on October 26, 2020, which was published in some local newspapers. JUF Information and Publicity Secretary KD Gangmei, through a press release, said the outfit wants to avoid confusion among the public due to the press statement. It is pertinent to state that the JUF cadres defected to NSCN-U and letter attached to NNPGs on 26 of October 2019 need to spell out holdings on to the nomenclature of JUF. KD Gangmei said the defected group cannot represent the Jaliarong people in any manner except to remain loyal to the principle of the group. Union of Association of Manipur Writers condoled the demise of Assam Manipuri Sahitya Parishad President Dr. Karam Ibungahal on October 25th last at his Hosai residence. A release from the Union President Professor Jodha C. Sanasam said Led Ibungahal dedicated his life in promoting Manipuri language, literature and culture. Pradhan of Kairak Gram Panchayat Ilangbam Santi Laima today inaugurated newly constructed Kairak Mamang Laikai Community Hall at IYC Kairak Ground and Kairak Bokul Mukhong Pareng Community Hall at Kairak Imoinu Lampak. Kairak Gram Panchayat Upapradhan Yumnam Ratan Maite, ward member of the Gram Panchayat and others attended the event. Female Health Supervisor of Lelong PHC Wairokpam Hemabati today organized a COVID-19 awareness program at Lelong Bajar. Hemabati said that the program was held as COVID-19 cases continue to surge in the state. Face masks were also distributed to the participants during the program. Public Health Engineering Division PHED Thobal has kick-started a 2-day-long skill training program today at the IRDEO Hall located at Wangbul in Thobal District. Our correspondent reports the program is being held on the theme Operation and Maintenance of Water Supply Schemes under Thobal District. Around 100 individuals are taking part in the skill training program. Speaking on the opening day, PHED Thobal Executive Editor and Livingstone stretched on the role of village water supply committee members in providing safe drinking water to the villagers. He also urged the public not to waste water. Protest by 6 major students' organizations entered its 8th day today. EMS, EMSU, DESAM, MSF, KSA and SUK condemned the government for failing to give any positive response to their demands till now. The student bodies demand the Manipur government to formulate a clear-cut policy to fight the COVID-19 pandemic in the state. The students have been continuing a sit-in protest at Kwakaitel Community Hall over the demand. Well, it's now time for another short commercial break. Stay tuned.
Saklon Ama Ahal Angang Kaidana Mahaki Saida Ngauzeribani Masamak Music Director Ama Oibatanatana Saisakpa Ama Winasu Miyam Gitogal Fangliba Lamdamasiki Saknairaba Saisakpa Sorry Sanjam Saklon Amana Lakliba October Kuntra Mathoi Thang Janumiki Numidang Pungtarit Makai Tabu Matamda Soidana Puduna Lakcharagani Tauramasida Saruk Yaduna Apam Bisay Kanbi Batanatana Wari Watai Sabi Honava Aikoigi number 7629943 the call to below.
COVID-19 pandemic ki kallaba safuna school college coaching center chingba sing thongno na khrabasu isa gi yumda ningthi jana tamba yaraba ahan bagi oina class 12 chemistry subject ki takpi tambi bagi lamda sang ne experience leraba oza sona mani na puthopi be application ngasi mak Google Play Store da changbi dona download tobi Sonamani e-classes.
Kezabatana nupiyoy bisingi leitingni khwaidigi hena thawaina tajana kezaba numitti luhongba numitni punsida amuktang thokpa luhongba numitta thawaina hek tajaba mohongda kenaba amadi numit asida thonnaba tongan ba pologi design kaya fangbiragani akupa morolgi dama contact tobirau khoisnam Priyananda Lairenjam Awang Lekai near Mekola contact number 6909610936.
Welcome back. Telokchana Jila Parishad member Amom Jamini and Takhel Sanjanbam Gram Panchayat Pradhan Moirangthem Ningthem jointly distributed relief materials to the people of Karason and Chinkai village under Lamlai constituency today. The distribution was carried out under the aegis of BJP State Council member KH Ibomcha. They also extended monetary assistance to Chinkai Ching Club. These villages are now COVID-19 containment zones. 39 Assam Rifles headquarters organized a Jan Andolan rally spreading awareness on COVID-19 today at Kakching Lamkai. The rally took off from 39 Assam Rifles camp Mangate and passed through Kakching Kaitel and Wabagai Kaitel area. During the rally, they used loudspeakers to disseminate COVID-19 preventive measures like using face masks, sanitizers and maintaining physical and social distancing. Later, Assam Rifles also distributed face masks and sanitizers to the vendors of Kakching Kaitel, Wabagai Kaitel, rickshaw pullers and commuters. The Mizoram government decided to set up child-friendly COVID-19 care center to treat children who tested positive for COVID-19. According to media reports, at least 295 children below 18 years of age have so far tested for positive for the virus. Of the 295 children, 4 were below 2 years, 9 between 2 and 5 years, and 22 were below 14 years. Meanwhile, COVID-19 medical operation team held a meeting yesterday under the leadership of its chairman, Dr. Jed R. Tiamsanga. The meeting expressed concern over the spike in COVID-19 cases and said that massive preventive measures should be taken till vaccines are available. Mizoram today reported the first COVID-19 death of the state, a health official said. The official informed that a 62-year-old man succumbed to the disease at Joram Medical College near Aizawl. As per the report, the deceased was undergoing treatment since the last 10 days at ZMC, Mizoram's lone dedicated COVID-19 hospital. Mizoram's COVID-19 count reached to 2,607 today as 80 new cases were detected in the last 24 hours. There are 374 active patients in the state, while 2,233 people have already recovered from the virus till date. And before we wind up the top news headlines once again. Central team arrives in Manipur to assess coronavirus situation. Woman brutally beaten up by neighbor, stringent action demanded. Bishnupur police commandos arrest drug peddlers with 41 kg of heroin. And sole bread earner of family now bedridden after unfortunate mishap. Well, that's all for now. Thank you for joining us. Keep watching Times of Manipur.
Al Hayat, the best halal restaurant in Manipur. Miyam na pam na chanariba Al Hayat restaurant gi hauraba mathel khudingmak red delivery app ki khuthangda order tobiraktuna yamna laina ahenba charges yaudana isa isa gi yumda thilaknabagi khudong chaba bijari. App si download tawduna app si gi khuthangda ngasimak order tawbiyu. Chana thaknaba polam sing khaktanatana imung amada nongmar changdraba yadraba grocery item kayamarum suna fanglaba app. Ngasimak download tawbiyu. Red delivery for you.
company si kamaina horokibano kari pandamdagi tawgibano haibado mayamda wahi khradang thamsage khona company si sahi ani sujaraga su hona jarakpadi sahi almost 9 years sange sida ina failure mayam ogiba mayam ma yaukhre adubu success oidabi yadena haide khoina market analysis mayam gi suggestion amasu feedback lorga pose yam wana honaki ai isama ki background su ai ahamba